Welcome to episode 6 of the She Wants the D podcast. We are talking Cowboys Giants. We're going to look ahead at Cowboys Patriots, and we're going to take a look at some key players. Here we go.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Damn, boy, he's thick! Boy, that's a thick-ass boy!
This is She Wants the D, an all-new, all-female Dallas Cowboys podcast.
I am a monkey face. Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
And now your hosts, Jessica, JoJo, and Tracy.
I want me some glory hole.
I don't know if anyone noticed, but our predictions were pretty spot on.
Your prediction was 45-20, and the score was 44,
And then yours last week was very similar to that. Yeah, and then also JoJo, on her new series, JoJo's X's and O's, she predicted that Dak would throw for 320 yards, have 3 touchdowns and no picks. He threw for 302 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 pick. So you almost nailed it. Almost nailed it. So I just have to say,
Put some respect on it.
it was a fantastic game, another fantastic performance. There were some things I noticed in this game that were a little sloppy, but I kind of expected that. I don't know. I expected them to get a little complacent. I talked about that on the last podcast. It's the Giants. They have a losing record thus far. And I thought that we wouldn't pressure them as much as we have the other teams. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I think we started out a little slow. I mean, man, when they got it going, they got it going. Dak was pretty much able to do whatever he wanted to with the football. Zeke was able to get those dirty yards throughout the entire game. It was obvious that they wore down that defensive line by the second half. And, the Giants were dropping like flies, man. It was just ridiculous. It was like the defense was like, oh, they think we going to come out here and sleep? They think we going to come out here and let these boys eat? Like, they were just like pound driving dudes. Did you see Daniel Jones?
Yeah.
That dude was wobbling. I was like, oh my God, that poor guy. Like, what?
Yeah.
They just
started him
decked
off.
him.
Yeah.
They decked him. It was freaking amazing. I felt bad for the guy, but man, it was fun to watch. But they dominated on every aspect of the game, and the offense just continues to put up points. CeeDee Lamb and Dak Prescott continue to show that their chemistry is only getting better as the weeks go on. The way that they're involving everybody in this offense, and the way the defense continues to get turnovers. Diggs, let's go ahead and book him for Defensive Player of the Year, because if he gets 2 more picks, it's certified. That kid has been outstanding. So the entire game from start to finish, I thought it was amazing. It was fun to watch, and I enjoyed it. That's all I can say.
Yeah, man, that was
sure.
a fun game to watch.
Super fun. Yeah, and that was pretty much my qualm with it, is that we came out slow, which has been different from the other games.
I felt like it was probably, we were overconfident. I think the Cowboys, it gets to our head a little bit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sure does. And I was a little disappointed that they didn't show Jason Garrett on the sidelines as much as I would have wanted. Y'all know I was really looking forward to seeing that.
Didn't see no clapping. No clapping. I seriously didn't see him clap one time. Did y'all?
No.
Maybe we were missing it. I don't know. But I was just waiting for them to zoom in like the moment that he clapped. I was like, this is going to be hilarious, because every time he's clapping, they're going to put the camera on him. But
they stole that from me. I was very upset.
Really, your Cowboys stole that from you. If they wouldn't have been playing so damn well, they would have had the reason to shine the light on Garrett. They were like, who gives a damn about the redhead?
Yeah.
Busting heads over on the field. Like, man, we were like the bowling ball, and them damn Giants with the pins. We was just freaking striking their ass out. It was awesome.
Sure. Saquon went down in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but it was bad.
I've heard so many Giants fans use that as the excuse of why they lost. I'm like, dude, you guys want to just blame one guy.
Yeah.
That was a beaten up football team at the end of that game, man.
Yeah, for sure. I will give props to one Greg Zuerlein because I have slandered his name over and over again.
Have sullied him.
So
he's making a comeback.
I will give credit where credit's due, and
but it was deserved to have one job. Your leg should be solid. Like, I don't understand. Like, okay, 50 plus. Okay, that is a challenge. That is what you are required to do as a quick kicker. Is to challenge yourself from that distance and beyond. But 30 and 40-yard field goals, I mean, they're missing all over the place. It's not just our shitty kicker. They're all becoming shitty kickers.
That's true.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true, except for Dan Bailey.
Yeah.
Dan Bailey curse, man. We should have never let the guy go.
That is 100% true, as he is not the only kicker out there doing that. They're all doing it, and I think it was the Chargers a couple weeks ago. I can't remember who they were playing. Maybe it was Kansas City. But yeah, their kicker made a big boo-boo as well, and I was just like, man, it's going around. Nobody can make a damn kick.
The kickers are just they're struggling, man.
And I will say Zuerlein had a good game. He made all of his kicks, so good for him. And that's all I will say about that.
That's all I have to say about that.
Defense is looking better every week, and can I just say the rookie class this year is just outstanding, man. These rookies are killing it. Freaking killing it. You know, I know that we get very attached to our veterans. We all, you know, even last week when they released Jalen Smith, there was high emotions, you know, because he's a vet. And we talk about, you know, Lawrence, and we have kind of the same feelings because he's been there. He's a vet, and we have those feelings when we talk about Tyron Smith because he's a vet. Yeah. And it's like, you know, but then you see these young kids coming up, man, and it's like, you know, you kind of gotta be logical about it and say, all right, you know, we love these guys, and they've been solid for us for a number of years, but you know, it's time to start looking ahead, and this rookie class is doing fantastic.
Yeah, they really are. Michael Parsons, especially, it doesn't really show up in the stats, but you can just see the way he affects the offense when he's on the field. I mean, the guy, the way he can attack the ball, the speed that he has, and to be a rookie and already have the football IQ that he has, man, it's ridiculous. And even LVE, I mean, hell, we're going into week, 6, and he's healthy? That's something to be thankful about.
For sure.
I mean, our defense, as many pieces as they were missing against the Giants, to hold them to 20 points and to, literally beat them down the way they did was very impressive. So, I mean, I know it's very early. And I know Cowboys fans, we tend to do this when we get on a roll like this. But if you look at the sensible aspect of it, the way the offense is moving, the way the defense is at least able to get takeaways and create turnovers and give this offense even more opportunities to put points on the board, I'm telling you, man, if we can just stay solid, if we can stay mostly healthy throughout the year, I'm telling you, man, y'all watch out. I mean, forget the division. I'm telling you, we could be one of the top 2 seeds in the NFC. So I'm feeling really, really good about this team right now.
Me too. Yeah, for sure. And you nailed it. I mean, the defense is still allowing points, but they're creating turnovers. So I think as long as we can do that and continue on that path, I wholeheartedly agree, man. I mean, I don't see any of the I don't see any aspect of the team that isn't getting better every week. And something very interesting that Dak mentioned in his post-game conference, Diggs has requested to be part of the receiving corps every so often. I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh, how fun.
So he has requested to maybe be in on some plays on offense. And, you know, when in college, he started out as a wide receiver, and then Saban moved him to corner.
Bro.
So he loves playing wide receiver, and he's requested that. How do you guys feel about that? I don't know how I feel about it.
I mean, man, that's just more opportunity for injury. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Yes.
exactly what I was gonna say.
That's 100% what I was going to say. You nailed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do not like it.
I don't like
do
it
not
either.
like it.
Yeah.
But I will say this now: if he wants to be involved as far as the ball being in his hands, like put him on kick return or punt return. You know what I mean? But the guy's already got a target on his back. You think that defenders aren't going to be looking to lay the wood out on him if he's coming across the middle of the field from the slot position or whatever the case may be? I don't think that would be wise.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree. That's exactly what I thought whenever I heard that. I was like, no, man, I mean, I appreciate that we're being very creative on offense.
Yeah.
That's something that we have just craved, throughout the Jason Garrett era. So I love that they're shaking it up. I love that they're doing all these trick plays, and I love it. But
Yeah.
do we really need to push it? I mean, let's let Diggs do what he's doing, because he's doing a great job.
Keep that kid on defense.
So can we go over injuries real quick? Because they're saying Zeke is questionable. Did he really actually hurt himself on that pylon? Or was that all a show?
I don't know.
It seemed like it was a show. Was that for real?
I thought that was fake and that he did that to run that touchdown in and all that. I thought that was a big shenanigan.
Yeah, shenanigans. I thought
He
so
came
too.
right back out. He came
Yeah.
right back out.
Yeah, 30 seconds later he scored a touchdown. So I was like, is he really hurt? But it says he's questionable. And so is Wilson.
Wow.
I was not aware of that.
Me either. That's a surprise to me. Yeah, I thought it was a show. I thought that was just Zeke being Zeke.
Yeah, being a dork.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Well, that's very
Well,
interesting.
we'll have to keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, for sure. And if anyone knows, please mention it in the comments.
Yeah.
I mean, there may be more news that comes out by the time this airs. Again, we do pre-record these, so maybe by tomorrow there'll be more news. So yeah, if you guys know, let us know in the comments. I was completely unaware of this.
How do you think this game's going?
Well, that I don't really know, but we can get into it right now. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't really know a whole lot about New England.
Garbage team, garbage city.
That's pretty much how I've always felt about them, because I don't like Tom Brady, so I never paid attention to them when he was on the team because I don't like him. And that was always, Patriots, Tom Brady, that's all anyone talks about, so meh. And then now that he's not on the team anymore, I super don't care about them, so...
I will say this about the Patriots.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Their defense is still pretty solid. A lot of people were saying that last week could have been a trap game. But I think this week, this is a matchup that truly does have potential to be a trap game because, for one, it's on the road. Say what you want about the Patriots post Tom Brady. Bill Belichick is still a hell of a coach, especially on the defensive side of the ball. He's good at taking away what you do best, whether you're an experienced quarterback, whether you have a solid run game, whether your passing game is efficient. Trust and believe they're going to figure out a way to shadow CeeDee Lamb and to minimize his effectiveness on the football field. Amari Cooper is going to have to pick up the slack. And I say Amari Cooper, which is weird because he's technically supposed to be the number one receiver, but it's obvious at this point going into week 6 that CeeDee Lamb is our number one receiver. So they're definitely going to look at a way to isolate him on the offensive side of the ball. And again, we're on the road, and those Patriot fans are going to be in the building. They're going to be loud. They're going to be ignorant because all people from Massachusetts are gross and ignorant. So we can expect that. So it's not going to be an easy matchup. I do not think it's going to be a blowout at all. I think it's going to be a dogfight. But I'm hoping that Diggs is going to get interception number 7.
What?
And they're going to be able to rattle Mac Jones a little bit and make him uncomfortable and capitalize on him being a rookie. And, forcing him to make some mistakes, forcing him to make some throws a little too early and things like that. But do not mistake. This is not going to be an easy task. It's not. This is probably going to be one of the closest games we have of the year, honestly.
That being said, what do you feel is going to be the best strategy on offense? Because I've noticed, and a lot of people, even us, when they don't run the ball at all, we all jump on Zeke. Like, oh man,
yeah.
Zeke ain't getting it done. And really, it's more about strategy per team, right? So instead of having one blanket thing that we always do, like we did with Jason Garrett, which is what we're used to, we are now playing each week per week, if that makes sense. I'm not sure what I'm trying.
On the matchup.
Correct. Yeah. So we're playing based on the matchup instead of just having one thing that we do all the time. So, do you think we will use more of the run game or the passing game to be able to counteract this Bill Belichick? Tracy is raising her hand. She is ready.
Pass.
Pásale.
I feel like this game's going to be a lot like the Eagles game. For some reason, I don't know why. I feel like they're going to keep up just fine. I don't know why. I just feel like it's going to be a lot like the Eagles game.
I'm going to go opposite. I think we should do everything in our power to run the ball. I think we should try and utilize Zeke early and often, and then try and maybe capitalize in the pass game with some play action and a little bit of trickery. I think Bill Belichick is going to be expecting us to pass early and often, and I think we need to counter that with the run game. And if Zeke is able to get it going early, I don't see any reason why we shouldn't keep Zeke and Pollard on the field, running the ball, and wearing that defense out.
To speak for Zeke, okay, because we rag on Zeke a lot. I heard a stat the other day. You guys know how much I love stats. Cowboys are currently number 2 in the league for most rushing yards in the season. Zeke is on target to have the best season of his career, averaging 5.3 yards per carry, the most in his career.
All right.
So,
All right.
for all the smack that we have talked about one Ezekiel Elliott.
Jess, you know you mean JoJo. I know what you mean. I mean what you know. Just say it.
Well, you talk it, and then we agree. Because I've agreed with a lot of it.
Yeah.
When you think about it, we're utilizing him differently, and even though we're utilizing him differently, he's having the best per yards of his career. So that should say something. Like maybe not forcing the ball, to him every freaking other play is working in our favor.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what we used to do. And hey, man, we've preached it for years. It all really comes down to coaching, y'all. And we are 100% seeing the fruits of that this year. I think Kellen Moore is doing a fantastic job of play calling. I think Dan Quinn has done an amazing job with the defense. Mike McCarthy. The only thing I don't like about Mike McCarthy is his his clock management.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think all around I give the coaching team a B. We'll give them a B+. A grade of a B+ so far.
Yeah.
I concur.
Agreed.
Also, our defense is 5th in the league on rush defense and 2nd in the league in takeaways. Diggy, dig.
Take that ball away.
Diggy. Can't you see? You're gonna be the MVP.
That guy's gonna kill it this year.
Yeah, man. He's awesome. I love him.
Let's go ahead and move on to our game predictions. I'll go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go on and get.
Get on.
Okay, well, I am going to agree with JoJo. I think that it won't be a super high scoring game, but I don't think it's going to be a very low scoring game either. I still mostly depend on our offense to get us through. Even though the defense is creating turnovers and they're getting better each week, I still tend to lean more on our offense. That being said, I'm going to go Cowboys 23, Patriots 17.
I like it.
How cold is it in New England right now? I don't know why, but I
don't think it's super cold. I don't think it's super cold at all.
Okay.
I think it starts getting real chilly, like what cold is for us in Texas, like right around Halloween. I think that's when it starts getting like fucking unbearable out there.
Anytime we play, a team like that, New England or Green Bay or, one of those stadiums that's, out in the elements.
It's snow.
Yeah. I always think about that when we play those teams, but hopefully that won't be too big of a factor. But yeah, that's my prediction. 23-17 Cowboys.
Well, I'm going to go a little bit lower. Again, and this is more respect to Bill Belichick and his little battle that he likes to do on the football field. Man, plays chess, not checkers. What can I say?
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
going to say that it is going to be a score of 17-13 Cowboys.
Okay, I like it.
Ooh,
defensive
game.
Intense.
Defensive.
Expect JoJo not to have a voice the next day.
So Sunday is going to be sunny and 66 for anyone wondering.
Okay.
So perfect.
There you go.
I think we're still going to score high. I'm going to say 34-27.
Yo!
Woo!
I don't even think the Patriots have scored 27 points this year.
I know, right? That's
That's a lot.
Yeah, no, I
Mac Jones, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Here we go.
Nice. 4 interceptions. Woo.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of ketchup we're going to be having to do.
It sure do. It sure
And I
do.
ain't talking about the condiments.
It sure do. I think this is a battle of the coaches more than anything.
Yeah, sure, man. I cannot stand Bill Belichick.
Eminem versus Mr. Bill
Looks like
himself.
he's such an angry
Eminem versus Bill.
We fit in the sea. We fit in the sea.
Which that could be an advantage on us because he's not used to this kind of team.
Yeah,
Could
maybe.
be.
I think we've been surprising everybody, honestly. I think every team we've gone up against this year has been like, holy shit, who is this? Who is this?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun.
Especially Jason Garrett. Can you imagine what was going on in his mind? Like, holy shit.
Cried in the car.
He went crying in the car.
All right,
man.
Well,
what else?
I think that's all I got. Y'all got anything to add?
No, I mean, I can't wait to watch these boys. I think it's going to be a dog fight. I'm going to be somewhere drinking a nice cold dose and eating way too many chicken wings.
You and me both. Except for me, it'll probably be tacos or tablitas or whatever, some kind of Mexican food. Sí, mucha arrachera. All right, y'all. Love you guys. We're gonna get out of here. Go Cowboys. Bye, Hannies.